Hey everybody, welcome to the Vintage Daisy. This is Michelle, and today we are going to make a bunting. So there are banners, there are buntings, and then there are pennants. So a banner, I picture like being in a store or at a like a baseball field, and they have advertisements and stuff. So that would be a banner. A A bunting, like we're going to make, is more for decoration, and generally speaking, it sort of hangs and has similar shapes, mostly triangles, that just kind of, they're kind of like flags. And, you know, it's going to be in my living room, so it's definitely a little decoration for me. A pennant, I actually had some as a little girl when we would go to like a zoo, or you get them at Disneyland and you hang them up mostly horizontal. So that's what a pennant is. Okay, so all of these are little pieces of antique or vintage trims and laces. I just kind of alternated between white ones and cream ones and all the different textures, and I just mixed them up a little bit. Here is the first one. Well, actually, it's not even the first one. I made some last night as well, and we're just going to make a couple today. So the lighting does change here and there because I was creating this on a very snowy day, and so the lighting kept changing on me. So you'll see like all different shades here, but you'll still be able to see how I made it. Okay, so once I get all of the little pieces down, I just use a little bit of Pritt glue to hold them down until I can get them over to my sewing machine. And I also did a couple little hand stitches. I was going to hand stitch the whole thing, but as I was hand stitching, I was like, I think these are going to need a little extra security on here. So I did take it to my sewing machine and I went around each of the triangles. All right, I'm going to speed this up a little bit and I'll be right back. next part that we need to do is to create the home where all our little flags are going to hang off of. I used a vintage tablecloth and I just tore it. It's approximately 1.5 to 1 3/4 inch wide. I brought it to my sewing machine after I folded it in half, and I just did a quick little running stitch right there. I did leave the edges raw, but if you don't like that, you can kind of squish it folded the other way and then iron it down. And that's totally cool too. It's all up to you. So then you fold it in half, and that's how you can find your center to place your first flag. Then I'm going to bring it over to my machine and just sew the tops onto the little sash where it's going to hang on my window. So that's it. I appreciate you all watching. I do recommend you lay it down on your floor to place your flags exactly where you want them and how you want them. All right, I am going to also add a little bit in between each flag, which is probably going to be like seam binding or a little crumpled bit of flowy fabric, because I feel like it's just missing a little something. And you're going to see what I mean in just a little bit. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me for a little bit, and let me know what you think. And if you make one, I'd love to see it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.